Good day and Assalamualaikum. I am Najiha Dihaji Sarif from BSED Math 3A. So in this video, I'm going to discuss problem solving and mathematics. So what is problem? Problem is a statement or situation where there is an obstacle between what we have and what we want. George Polya 1965 state that a question is consists a problem if the procedure or method of solution is not immediately known but requires one to apply creatively and previous knowledge in new and unfamiliar situations. According to George Polya 1965, to have a problem means to search consciously for some action appropriate to attain some clearly conceived but not immediately attainable aim. According to Sheffield 1992, a mathematical problem, like any problem in life, is defined as problem because it causes as much difficulty in attaining a solution. If the solution or even the procedure for solving it obvious, then it is no longer a problem but just an exercise. According to Stephen Krulik and J. Surdnik 1980, problem solving is a situation, quantitative or otherwise, that confronts an individual or group of individuals that requires resolution for which the individual sees no apparent or obvious means or path to obtaining a solution. The means by which an individual uses previously acquired knowledge, skills, and understanding to satisfy the demands of an unfamiliar situation. The student must synthesize what he or she has learned and apply it a new and different situation. According to Henderson and Pingree 1953, in problem solving, there must be a goal, a blocking of a goal for the individual, and acceptance for the goal by the individual. PS means to engaging in tasks for which the solution method is not known in advance. In order to find solution, students must draw in their knowledge and through their process. They will find develop new mathematical understanding. SP is not only a goal of knowing mathematics but also a major means of doing so. The definition of problem solving can be summarized into goal, obstacle, and solution. Goals state what is to be accomplished. Obstacle present a real problem that hinders one easily arriving at the solution. Solution present the achievement of the goal after the strategy has been employed. It's now time to find out if the problem-solving process has been successful. The problem-solving process can be represented by equation, method plus answer equals solution. By method means using to get an answer. We use answer to mean a number quantity or some other entity that the problem is asking for. A solution is the whole process of solving problem, including the method of obtaining an answer and the answer itself.
Hello everyone, I'm Amor Anje and I am the next reporter. So my assigned topic is all about steps in problem solving by George Polya in year 1965. So the first step here is, or the step 1 is understand the problem. So not only knowing what to find, but the key pieces of information. So sometimes the problem lies in understanding the problem. So if you are unclear or as to what needs to be solved, then you are probably going to get the wrong results. So in order to show an understanding of the problem, you, of course, need to read the problem carefully. Sounds simple enough, but some people jump the gun and try to start solving the problem before they have read the whole problem. So once the problem is read, you need to list all the components and data that are involved. So this is where you will be assigning your variable. So the second step is devising a plan or selecting an appropriate strategy. So when you devise a plan, you come up with a way to solve the problem. Setting up an equation, drawing a diagram, and making a chart are always ways that you can go about solving your problem. So the third step is carrying out the plan, or this is a time that you need to solve the problem. So carry out the plan or solve is big. This is where you solve the equation you come up with in your device a plan step. So the last but not the least step is looking back or check and interpret. So work checking and generalizing or extend the problem. So you may be familiar with the expression don't look back. So in problem solving, it is good to look back or check and interpret. Basically, check to see if you use all your information and that the answer makes sense. So if your answer does not check out or does check out, make sure that you will write your final answer with the correct leveling. So that's all the 4 steps in problem solving by George Polya in year 1965. So here's the diagram of 4 steps in problem solving. So according to Albert Einstein, he said that it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with the problem longer. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about the solution. So he's spending a lot of time to think about the problem than thinking about the solution. So here is the sample problem solving. A chemist has 10 milliliters of a solution that contains a 30% concentration of acid. So how many milliliters of pure acid must be added in order to increase the concentration to 50%? So here is the solution. So in this solution, we are going to apply the 4 steps that we discussed earlier. So the first step is understanding the problem. So let the students read or discuss and comprehend the keywords and statements stipulated in the problem. So like solution or chemistry, percentage, and acid. So the second is devising a plan. So draw a diagram reflecting the acid composition or concentration and formulate the equation or formula. So the third step is carrying out the plan, or it is the time that you need to solve the problem. So the result is X is equal to 4 ml. So therefore, there must be 4 ml of pure acid must be added in order to increase the concentration to 50%. So after you solve the problem, use the last step, looking back. So use the equation to check by substituting the value of X being solved. So as you can see here, our checking is very accurate. So problem solved. So before we end this discussion, let's have read first the 7 tips and problem solving. So the first one is practice, practice, and more practice. So the more you practice answering math problems, the more the better. So the second one is review errors. So work through the process for its solution. Third, master the key concept. So do not try to memorize the process, it's counterproductive. Fourth is understand your doubts. Maths requires time and patience to master. So you need to be patient. So fifth is create a distraction-free study environment. So math requires more concentration. So sixth is create a mathematical dictionary. So math vocabulary and key concept and formula. Seventh, apply maths to real world problems. So math can be very abstract, so look for a particular applications. And always remember, have confidence in yourself. So you need to have a confidence in yourself. Trust yourself and be comfortable. So that's all my report. Once again, I am More Andiay. That's all. Thank you.